In this podcast episode, Dr. Jeffrey Bland discusses several key factors that can contribute to premature aging. He identifies exposure to toxins as a major concern, including heavy metals like lead, cadmium, arsenic, aluminum, and mercury. These toxins can accumulate in the body over time and negatively impact both the nervous system and immune system. Dr. Bland notes that toxins can come from various sources, including air, water, food, and even certain pharmaceuticals. He cites research showing how some drugs can cause epigenetic changes that increase inflammation and accelerate immune aging. Dr. Bland also highlights the issue of forever chemicals, synthetic compounds that don't break down in the environment and can bioaccumulate in organisms. He references a recent government report linking these chemicals to various health issues, including arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease, and dementia. Another key factor discussed is dysbiosis, an imbalance in the gut microbiome. Dr. Bland explains that the microbiome consists of trillions of bacteria in the digestive tract that play a crucial role in health. In a healthy 80% of gut bacteria are beneficial symbiotic types, 15% are neutral commensals, and 5% or less are potentially harmful. However, dysbiosis occurs when the proportion of harmful bacteria increases, which can negatively impact the immune system and overall health. Dr. Bland emphasizes the interconnectedness of the gut, brain, and immune system. He notes that the gut is often called the second brain due to its direct connection to the brain via the vagus nerve. Dysbiosis and increased intestinal permeability, also known as leaky gut, can therefore have wide-ranging effects on health and accelerate aging processes. Other factors mentioned that can prematurely age us include chronic stress, poor sleep, lack of exercise, and diets high in sugar and processed foods. Dr. Bland explains how excess sugar in the bloodstream can lead to the formation of advanced glycation end products that damage proteins throughout the body and trigger inflammation. After discussing factors that accelerate aging, Dr. Bland shifts to exploring strategies that can promote healthy aging and immune rejuvenation. He emphasizes the importance of a diet rich in plant-based foods and phytochemicals. Phytochemicals are compounds produced by plants that often have beneficial effects on human health, particularly in modulating the immune system and promoting cellular renewal processes like autophagy. Dr. Bland advocates for a modified Mediterranean style of eating that incorporates a wide variety of colorful fruits and vegetables. He notes that olive oil is particularly beneficial due to its high content of polyphenols and other phytochemicals. He also discusses time-restricted eating, sharing that during a period where he significantly improved his biological age markers, he limited his eating window to between noon and 7:30 p.m. each day. Exercise is highlighted as another crucial component of healthy aging. Dr. Bland recommends at least 30 minutes of movement daily that elevates heart rate above resting levels. He cites research showing regular walking can significantly benefit longevity and immune function. He also touches on the potential benefits of practices like sauna use and cold exposure, noting that the combination and alternation between hot and cold can be particularly beneficial. Sleep is emphasized as a critical but often overlooked factor in health and longevity. Dr. Bland discusses how sleep is essential for the body's detoxification and renewal processes, allowing the clearing of cellular debris and consolidation of experiences. He stresses the importance of consistent sleep schedules and good sleep hygiene practices. Dr. Bland introduces the concept of hormesis, the idea that low levels of certain stressors can actually produce beneficial effects in the body. He explains that many health-promoting practices work through hormetic mechanisms, including exercise, certain phytochemicals in the diet, and practices like sauna use or cold exposure. The key is finding the right dose of these stressors to stimulate positive adaptations without overwhelming the body's capacity to respond. Related to hormesis, Dr. Bland discusses the importance of episodic stress rather than chronic stress. He explains that the body tends to respond best to rhythmic patterns of stress and recovery, rather than constant low-level stress or extreme peaks of stress. This principle can be applied to exercise, eating patterns, and other lifestyle factors to optimize health and longevity. A significant portion of the conversation focuses on Himalayan Tartary buckwheat, a food that Dr. Bland and his company, Big Bold Health, have been working to reintroduce to the American market. He explains that this plant, despite its name, is not related to wheat and is actually a fruit seed. It has a 2,500-year history of use in traditional diets, but largely disappeared from Western agriculture about 200 years ago. Dr. Bland describes how Himalayan Tartary buckwheat is exceptionally high in immune-supportive phytochemicals, particularly certain polyphenols that are present at levels 50 to 100 times higher than in common buckwheat. He explains that the plant developed these compounds as part of its own immune defenses, allowing it to thrive in harsh mountain environments without the need for pesticides or fertilizers. In addition to its phytochemical content, Dr. Bland notes that Himalayan Tartary buckwheat is nutritionally dense, being high in protein, including all essential amino acids, omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, and minerals like zinc and magnesium. He suggests that it can be incorporated into various recipes, both savory and sweet, as a way to boost the nutritional and phytochemical content of the diet. Dr. Bland shares a personal anecdote about how he significantly improved his biological age markers over a 6-month period. He attributes this improvement to a combination of factors, including consistent exercise, regular sleep patterns, a phytochemical-rich diet, and time-restricted eating. He notes that the COVID-19 lockdown period, while challenging in many ways, provided an opportunity to adhere strictly to these health-promoting practices without the disruptions of travel and varied schedules. However, Dr. Bland also emphasizes the importance of balance and finding joy in life. He discusses how his love of boating and spending time in nature has provided a crucial counterbalance to his busy professional life. He stresses that while optimizing diet and lifestyle factors is important, it shouldn't come at the expense of relationships, personal fulfillment, and overall life satisfaction. Towards the end of the conversation, Dr. Bland shares 5 guiding principles he developed for the later stage of his career. 1. Only working with people he enjoys collaborating with. 2. Focusing on projects with clear social value and positive impact. 3. Prioritizing relationships with family and friends. 4. Ensuring his work has legacy value that can be passed on to others. 5. Recognizing the finite nature of time and being selective about commitments. Dr. Bland explains how these principles have helped him make decisions and find greater fulfillment in his work and personal life. He encourages listeners to engage in similar reflective processes to identify their own core values and guiding principles. In wrapping up the conversation, Dr. Bland emphasizes the importance of taking charge of one's own health and life choices. He encourages listeners to have get-real conversations with trusted individuals to explore their deepest values and aspirations, even if it means confronting uncomfortable truths or making difficult changes. Dr. Bland reiterates that the state of our immune system reflects our overall approach to life. By making conscious choices to reduce toxic influences, whether physical, mental, or emotional, and engage in health-promoting practices, we can support our immune function and overall vitality. He leaves listeners with an empowering message that each individual has the capacity to significantly influence their health trajectory and quality of life through informed lifestyle choices.